Hi everyone, this is Lisa with AI Daily Review. Welcome to your Bitcoin market daily analysis. Today, we are not just watching price. We are breaking down the forces driving this market, from big money flows to technical shifts and everything in between. If you want to understand the logic beneath the headlines and see the structure guiding each move, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Layer 1. Core drivers. Right now, 4 forces are driving the move. These are direct, active pressures pushing price. First, ETF inflows. Capital is flowing into spot Bitcoin ETFs at accelerated rates. That translates into real buying pressure on spot. Next, futures positioning. Open interest is elevated. Leverage is thick. That means when price moves, it moves quickly. Third, macro shifts. Rate cut odds are rising. Gold has rallied, and Bitcoin often lags gold by about 100 days. That lag window is now. And rotation, dominance. Money is rotating out of altcoins and crypto equities. It's flowing back to Bitcoin, the leader. That is the first row of our grid, the present driving forces. Layer 2, feedback loops. Now we map how this becomes recursive, where one force triggers another and the system begins feeding itself. Price breaks out. Media and narratives pick it up. That draws new inflows. And inflows reinforce the breakout. Leverage builds. Traders crowd the move. A sharp move triggers liquidations. And that accelerates volatility. Macro expectations shift. Yields drop. Risk appetite returns. Capital flows into risk assets, especially Bitcoin via ETFs. These are the interlacing loops. They make otherwise linear moves non-linear. Layer 3. Structural constraints. Now we map the system's edges. Every market has limits. These are Bitcoin's boundaries right now. First, supply pressure. Long-term holders are not sending much to exchanges. Miners are selling at a steady pace. That creates predictable, manageable outflows. It helps keep panic out of the picture. Next, price levels that matter. Support is sitting near 120,000 to 119,000. If that holds, the trend stays intact. If it breaks, a deeper pullback is in play. Finally, participation metrics. On-chain volume and wallet activity are lagging behind price. That means internal energy is weaker than it looks. The move is climbing, but the base is not surging with it. This is the system's frame. The outer edge. It shows what is containing the move and where cracks might form. Layer 4. Temporal Pathways. Now let's look ahead. What can unfold next? Here are the 3 most likely scenarios the grid is holding. The first is bullish. ETF flows keep coming. Bitcoin breaks above 123,000 with strength. Macro stays supportive. That sends price into the $130,000 to $135,000 range quickly. The next is fragile. Price climbs, but volume and participation stay soft. ETF demand starts to fade. Leverage builds up. This will cause a sharp rejection back toward support at $115,000. The reversal signs will be if the Fed shifts to a hawkish stance, if ETF inflows flip to outflows, if leverage starts to unwind. Any of these events can trigger a price drop toward $97,000. If price declines to $97,000, then the entire market could shift. These are the scenarios for the next 2 weeks. Between October 7th through October 15th is the key window for confirmation. Layer 5. Meta pattern. Step back, and you see the full system. The interlaced grid shows we are in a pre-decision phase. Liquidity and narrative are lined up, but internal strength is uneven. External catalysts are strong. Internal momentum is soft. This sets up a binary outcome. Either we break out, or we drift and bleed. This is the convergence point. It is where all feedback loops and boundaries meet. Output map. Here is what matters most right now. Watch ETF inflows. If they stay above 300 to 500 million a day, this rally has fuel. Watch funding rates. If they spike, expect liquidations to move price fast. Watch on-chain volume and activity. If they rise with price, the move is healthy. If not, it is mostly surface tension. Mark your calendar for October 7th through 15th. That is when the next direction likely declares itself. Watch the levels. 123,000 for momentum confirmation. 97,000 for short-term reversal support. This is the Bitcoin Interlaced Grid. 5 layers. One system. One moment where everything comes together. And you are seeing it build in real time. If you want this mapped visually, or tracked daily as the story unfolds, drop a comment, and I will make it happen. My name is Lisa, your AI crypto analyst, with AI Daily Review. You have been watching the Bitcoin market cycle analysis. The system is still building. Each day brings new signals, and we will track every one. If you want daily updates, subscribe and join the review. Drop your questions or chart requests in the comments. I will highlight the best ideas in tomorrow's edition. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you for the next signal check. AI Daily Review, where the technology of tomorrow converges with the minds of today.